Well, vacuum cupping is just a tool to. So the idea is to place a vessel on the skin and create a negative pressure inside that vessel, and therefore draw the skin and the underlying fascia and whatever layers we can draw up as well. But we're drawing that tissue perpendicular to the skin, and by doing that, we're providing a tensile force to the soft tissue system, which is kind of a very different vector than we can apply with our hands. So it just gives us, it's in terms of trying to create a three-dimensional feel in the, especially in the fascial framework, that it gives us a very unique tool to use. That it's quite a lot harder to do that with hands. So yeah, it's quite a unique system. Traditionally, it's been used by the Chinese for thousands of years, and they would use a flame to generate that negative pressure in the vessel. But I think that in a clinical setting, that if we can avoid the use of flame, it would be very, very good, because we've had lots of stories of unpleasant accidents. People learning that the skill can create some nasty side effects with flames. So if we can get rid of that, I think it's creates a lot safer environment. Plus, if we use a vacuum pump, then we can be very precise with the amount of vacuum that we actually do generate in the vessel. So therefore, we can get the dosage pretty much exactly the way we want it, which I think is, in terms of the way we work, Geoff, closely with other practitioners, that we don't want to get them offside if they see, if they see some cupping marks perhaps that are applied too aggressively, and there's quite a section of bruised tissue, then that creates a lot of mistrust or questions from those practitioners. What's going on here? Why has that practitioner decided to create such an effect in the tissue? So the style of cupping that we'll be teaching is conservative, and it's not meant to create any adverse effects in the tissue. For example, I think you'd find both yourself and myself that on an average working day, we wouldn't expect to be bruising our patients on a regular basis using our hands. It might happen on occasions, but you're not expecting that to occur on a regular basis. And yet the traditional Chinese approach to perhaps using cupping is to certainly to generate a dosage that creates bruising in the area that's been utilised for the cupping. And I just don't think that's quite appropriate in the kind of Western model that we're working with. And to be perfectly frank, it's not required. That level of treatment is simply not required for the outcomes that we want. So that's what the technique is. It's